Good morning. We're back with you on the Thumblers Tumbler Model B chain drive conversion. And let's get started here. We've got, first of all, you'll want to take your counter shaft off with the pulley on it. And you'll want to remove your outer bearing. Next I'd like to back up a little bit, and if you're hesitant on taking this pulley off, you can always get a piece of 5/16 diameter cold rolled steel rod. 5/16 will translate to about 8 millimeter on the metric system. And if you don't want to do that, why, here's what you'll do. The first thing you want to do is take these clips off. And you'll get behind them with a screwdriver and pull them back. And then you'll take a pair of pliers and twist them. Until they come off like that. You'll just throw them away. You don't want to pull them off laterally or right off the shaft, as they'll score the shaft, and then when you go back on with your locking collars, you'll have a burr all across your shaft, or a striation, and you don't want that. You want everything to go as smoothly as you can possibly get it. Now, to get the rubbers off, what you'll want to do is take it, put it in the vise, don't clamp it down, have a loose vise. Take your soft blow hammer and drive them off. You want to strip your shaft, take your pulley off, take everything off of it. Next, what you'll do is you'll take, let's just take this off. You can put your chain together, the first thing. You'll take, and you'll start off with your 5/16 bore by 1/2 inch diameter bushing. Now this bushing is 1 1/8 long, and it has a 5/16 wide slot in it, which will allow you to have some play to work with this to get it centered. So you'll get that on there, because the 40-tooth sprocket does not come in 5/16 bore. That's why we have the 5/16 by 1/2 inch reducer sleeve. You'll get that on there. Your rubbers. I've replaced the rubbers several times. What I use now, sometimes I get these off of office machines, copiers, or you can get them off of a inline fuel filter. The inline fuel filters always have 2 of these that come along with it, as well as a couple of hose clamps that you never use. So that's a little tip right there. Then you'll get your locking collars on here, and leave them loose for now. Don't tighten them down. Get them lined up. And here's another little tidbit. You want to mark your nylon bearings. Just put an index mark on them with a marker. As you can see on this one, which is pretty much wallered out. That way, when it does get wallered out, you can take it and turn it 180 degrees, and you'll have a new bearing surface. So you'll get a little bit more mileage out of your nylon bearings. I never have replaced these in 5 years I've had this particular tumbler. So you go back on. You'll be using 3 5/16 bore locking collars. You get that set in here like that. Now, on your 10-tooth sprocket, you'll have to modify that also. McMaster car, all they have is 1/4-inch bore, so you're going to have to drill that out to 5/16 diameter, and you want to be ever so careful. As they are cast iron, and I did break one while I was drilling. I got a little bit too ham-handed, and I broke 2 teeth off and made it unusable. So they're cast iron. Be careful when you're going from 1/4-inch to 5/16. So you'll get that back on. Let's go ahead and we'll put our chain on. You can do this without taking the chain apart. Tighten this up. You've got a flat spot on your motor shaft. Okay, you've got this part down. That's relatively easy. Now on your tail shaft, that's going to dictate how your run out is going to be on your drum. And you want to get it to where you can run your drum either way. This way or this way. And you're going to have plenty of clearance here for your wing nuts to get by your sprocket. Or the side of your undercarriage. So for that, you'll have to have 4 of these locking collars. These little nylon bushings here help keep you stay on track. Again, when you're locating these on your shaft, don't lay down on them and tighten them tight. The set screws will create a burr on your shaft and make it a lot harder to slide your locking collars to where you want to have them. Otherwise, you'll have to take a file and clean all those burrs off. So let's all right, we've got it all together. Let's run it. So we've got a little clearance here between your drum and the wing nuts and the undercarriage, the side of the undercarriage. These wing nuts are a little bit taller than the ones that you take off if you choose to do that. Let's get a little close up here, how close of a tolerance we have between the wing nut and your sprocket. Also, if you have children or grandchildren around, and if you're a little bit worried about small fingers getting into the chain and getting caught in the sprocket and getting hurt, you can do I made a guard here. And this will attach to your motor mount, and then you'll have this outer rubber washer like that to prevent little fingers from getting inside. I never use it. My granddaughters, they know better, and they've been hurt before, so they know about moving machinery. Also, we have a parts list here. We've done all the work for you, all the leg work, and the current prices as of 2018, and it comes to just a little bit over $50. And you can do a pause on that and get all the parts numbers, the cost, what they are, and that's all you have to have to make this conversion. All the parts come out of MasterCar. They used to be out of Chicago, now they're out of LA. And it's hard to get a new catalog out of them. And I do have a new one, but I thought I'd use this one. They're a good company to work with, and they're pretty timely with getting their parts to you. That'll be it for the day, and I hope everything's helped you. If you like this, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We got a lot of other things that we can do. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.